All right. What's going on, party people? This your man Griff. All right, we gotta do this real quick video. Heading on out to my third closing for the day, and I got two more. I got two more, so I got 5 for the day. 5 yesterday, 6 on Monday. So this is rolling. Today's Wednesday, the 14th of August, and all that good stuff. So check it out. A question that I get asked all the time is like, how come I'm getting these orders? How come I'm seeing these notifications or they're responding to me when I, respond back that I'm available? To be honest, up until I had watched the video from Ronnie Mickles over there on Notary Stars, I had no clue. I understand it because of my background in IT, but I had no clue because what people are doing, I would have never done. And I didn't do it. So therefore, it put me in a position to be synced up with these different databases out here, and for them to be able to verify my information from the NNA and get orders. So what Ronnie said, okay, so forgive me if I'm not looking at you, I'm driving, there's a little bit heavy traffic out here. So what Ronnie shared with everybody was that when you sign up with the National Notary Association, okay, so you hear me from here on out saying NNA, that's what I mean, National Notary Association. So when you sign up for the NNA, most people signed up with a generic or a regular random email, okay? So they signed up with, earljones@gmail.com. After Earl got signed up with them and then got NNA certified, he decided I'm gonna start a LLC or just give me a more formal business name, and he calls it EJ Notary Services. Okay, EJ Notary Services instead of Earl Jones Notary, just EJ Notary Services, because there's probably all kind of Jones Notary out there. So he said I'm gonna call it EJ Notary Services. All right, gotcha. Well, he got an email now called info@ejnotary.com or ejnotaryservices.com. Like mine is just at Griffin Notary. So I don't have it as at Griffin Notary Services. My website is Griffin Notary. So he's at EJ Notary, and that's the email account that he uses now, info@ejnotary, to sign up with SnapDocs, signing order, and the rest of them. Well, here's the issue. And I never would have thought of this because what I signed up with the NNA, I'd use across the board with every single one of them, which is info@Griffin Notary. If you got 2 different email accounts going, or even 3, meaning you got one with the NNA and then another one with signing order, when you say I'm NNA certified and you give them the NNA link to pull your data in from the NNA to verify your certification with them, well, what basically happens is that, and this is what Ronnie was sharing, and that's why I'm gonna put the video in there so y'all can look at it. When they look at your profile, or it gets pulled in, and when they send out the order, and they have in their filter that they're looking for an NNA certified person, well, your email of info@ejnotary is coming back saying you responded. They don't have anything in there that shows info@ejnotary.com is certified with the NNA. That's what Ronnie shared. So what does that mean? That means you need to change your email over there with the NNA to info@ejnotary, so that when they pull it, oh, yes, you are. You're NNA certified. We see it. Bingo. We got you. And I was like, honestly, I would have never thought of that, because the email that I signed up with one is the same for everybody. I know from just experience that you need to keep your emails the same across the board, but people are changing their emails, using different emails, and that causes an issue. It causes a big issue. So I'm like, okay, got it. I'm like, I see now. So I'm like, okay, I get it. That's why. So if you're responding and you're not responding with, if you're responding and it's not matching with the NNA, okay. So I'm not going to get too deep into the technical part. He does that on the video, so y'all look at it. So what that means is, if your email that you're with on the NNA is opposite of the one that you have with signing order or SnapDocs, we'll use those two as examples, then guess what? They might not pick up the fact that you NNA certified because your email of info@EJ doesn't show that you're NNA certified. Your Earl Jones at Gmail shows that. You see what I'm saying? So then here's the bigger kicker. He said, when you switch that email up, it can take up to 9 days for it to go through and update in at least signing order. I was like, okay, got it. So that means there might be a time period that you're not getting any orders because it's going through and it's trying to match everything up. Again, look at his video for the full details. So part of the reason why I'm getting orders is because I actually am synced up for as my email account across all platforms is info@GriffNotary. There's no platform out there where I'm using any other kind of email for this business. When it comes to getting orders, it's all info@GriffNotary. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, okay, I'm straight there. The other reason why I'm getting orders is because when I first started, and everybody has to have a first started, I was just taking orders and building up those relationships that everybody talks about. Part of the problem that a lot of you have is that you only want to build up relationships with the people you can see face to face at those title offices. Those are the only people you care about having relationships with. But I have great relationships with the signing companies. I don't have to see them face to face. They know my work and they know, okay, we can depend on Griff. That's the key. That is the key. Turn my GPS on. All right, I see where I got to go. So that's the key. So I'm like, all right, well, man, I'm pretty solid here. So going out and just doing the work, building those relationships and showing them that I'm somebody that they can depend on and rely on, then my email accounts is all squared away across all platforms. And then when the orders do come, I go ahead on and take them and I do them correctly. Why wouldn't they keep hiring me? Why wouldn't they keep giving me opportunities? Now the question then becomes, how come there's all these orders in Griff's area and none in mine? Well, part of the reason why you don't have a whole lot of orders in your area versus my area is because of the demographics. Right now, since May, and I've talked to other notaries and they said they're seeing the same thing. Since May, it's been a ton of refinances going on with the people who are veterans. They're refinancing their homes left and right because they're using some military program, some VA program, Veteran Affairs program called the Interest Rate Reduction something program, IRRRL, I, 3 R's, the letter L. So it's the Interest Rate Reduction Program. And reduction, reduce something, loan, or whatever they call it. And I'm like, oh, okay, so they're doing that. And it's a ton of veterans refinancing as well as active duty. So when they come in, I'm taking them. For the most part, I really don't care what the cost is, well, $60 or $85 or $100. I'm like, look, just bring them my way. I got you. And that's why I'm getting these orders. So when you look at a surge in orders coming out, irregardless of the loan type, and then you say, well, who can I depend on to get these done? Who have I been working with in the past that's been reliable? Oh, Griff has. Let's give him a shot. Let's have him on it. That's how you get it. But everybody got to start somewhere. The other issue is that many of you don't want to start from the bottom. You just want to roll in and just be popping and everything. And you just want to keep going and just be going out here. And I'm like, it ain't like that. There was people when I started in 2018 that was getting all kind of orders and I wasn't getting nothing. And then all of a sudden it opened up for me. And once it opened, I never let the door close because I said, I'm gonna be the best notary they need. I'm gonna be reliable, dependable. I'm gonna be there when they need me to be, and I'm gonna get the job done and I'm gonna get it done right. And that's what I've done. But another issue is also that you're not focused on this. You're worried about trying to expand and scale your business into something else. You're concerned about trying to start a signing company, and you want employees, and you want to appear like you got it rolling, and you're worried about your next vacation and all of these things. You're worried about starting another business and a fourth business and an eighth business, and you want all these streams of income, and you haven't gotten nailed down solid on any one thing. I'm not saying that the notary business has to be your end all be all, but it got to be something, or something has to be your end all be all. Something has to be the main thing. And that's where the issue is. I've made the notary business the main thing. I've made the notary business top priority, that I'm gonna work this business, and anything else that I do is going to help supplement any shortfalls, any lacking areas with the notary business. Many of you, you're not doing that. You're trying to work full-time businesses of multiple things, or part-time multiple things, but you got to have a main thing. And for many of you, your main thing is your W-2. So if you're working your W-2 and that's where your primary focus is at, you cannot be upset that you're not getting work, or a whole lot of work, at the time when you feel like you should get it when it comes to the notary stuff. Right now, they're trying to push all the work during the daylight hours so these documents can get out and get shipped. That's what they're trying to do, because so many notaries have played around and not gotten the work done, and they, got the documents shipped out on time. So that's what they're working on. That's what they're trying to focus on. So if you're working a regular job, you're not going to see these orders at a time that you want, which is 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night, and all of that. Because the vast majority of the people are like, oh yeah, I will do it during the daytime, and they don't want to see anybody at night. So now if you want to be full-time, you'll get more orders. But if you're going to be part-time with it, you got to take what you can when you can. And that's just the way it's rolling right now. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying this is just currently the way it is. And with a limited amount of orders out there, what do you expect these companies to do? This is what they're doing, so you have to roll with it. You got to learn to just go with the flow. And that's what I did when I was working my W-2. I had the flexibility. I get it. Some of you don't. So if you don't have the flexibility, you just have to recognize, okay, this is where I'm at, maybe 4 signings a month. And this is why I'm an advocate of people not coming into this business overspending, because when you overspend to be a part of this business and you're not in a position to get, to do 25, 30, 40 orders a month, it will make you feel depressed, and it'll make you feel like you got jerked over. And in some cases, you probably did get jerked over. But that's because you bought into the hype. So I get the work that I get because I'm willing to go out there and do it. I don't flim-flam. I just go out here and do it. I don't be arguing and fussing about the price. If the price isn't what I think I would like, then I just don't mess with it. But I'm not sitting here. It is 1614. Okay, this one. I'm not sitting out here, having all kind of hissy fits and fighting with them over the price and doing videos and telling everybody to band together and boycott them. I'm like, look, you do you. So in a nutshell, that's why I get the orders that I get, because I do a good job. I'm reliable. I fix what I mess up. I put forth every effort not to mess up anything. And there were seeds that I planted years ago that are now starting to blossom. And there's still seeds that are planted from years ago that are still cultivating, germinating, all of that kind of stuff. and they're starting to sprout. But I need y'all to start being seed planters. Just get out there and do the work and stop worrying about trying to match up with what everybody else is doing out there, and do the best you can. Okay, just like the signature closes. The order just came through. I miss it. I mean, I don't fret. Okay, I miss probably 99% of the orders that come through with signature closes, but the 1% that I get, I do them, and I do them well. And that's what y'all got to start doing. All right, talk to y'all later. Peace.